And the second piece is actually based in historical fact. So if the first is a big fantasy, blowout fantasy piece, the second piece is based on events that actually happened in this region back at the turn of the century. And the inspiration for the idea was my own experience of coming to Bethlehem from the outside. So I had this idea of a visitor from elsewhere. Elsewhere, where could she be coming from? What makes her spooky? Maybe she's a ghost. How did she get here? And I'm sort of drawn to the turn of the century styling, the heavy skirts, the sort of severe dress, the kind of corseted look. And so I placed it in that time period and started doing research about tragic events that happened in Bethlehem around the 1900s. And I found that there was a huge, devastating train wreck that happened in Hatfield, Montgomery County, which is about an hour from here. And this character that audience members will meet is somebody who was on that train. So the story goes, a milk train, so a local milk train, was parked, had stopped at the station, was taking on and removing cargo, and there was an excursion train that was barreling at high speed towards Atlantic City, filled with 857 people, and he was rushing. So that's all I'm going to tell you about that one, because I don't want to give everything away. But that's been really fun to explore, finding the names, actually picking the names, and the very heavy, very dramatic text that comes straight from trial transcripts of the 4 men that were charged in the accident, also newspaper reports from the event, and then poetry and things that have been written about the event since. So that's been, dramaturgically, has been a real joy. And I've been working with J.P. Jordan, who's the artistic director of Touchstone. He's been directing me in that piece. And so the game has been how little can we say and still create this experience of impending doom in the audience.